3 nights no sleep, 10 degrees, 13 coyotes. Hey everybody, welcome to part 1 of a 2-part episode where tonight I'll be hunting in Idaho, solo, and then tomorrow night I'll be heading up to Wyoming to meet Randon, where we'll do a 2-night hunt across southern Wyoming. As I started out the night on this first stand, I spotted an animal lying in the distance and I thought it was possibly an antelope sitting there. After about 15 minutes, it got up and walked away, and I realized it was a coyote. I went to take a shot and realized I didn't have a clip in the gun. By the time I got it in, it had disappeared. My first opportunity was missed. Just got my first coyote of the night. He snuck up behind me, but I didn't have a chance to turn my film on. So I'm going out to get him right now. See if we can find him. Hey everybody, Matt here. I'm up in Idaho tonight, just on a 1-night solo hunt. It's the first night of a 3-day hunt that I'm gonna do. I'm hunting alone tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna meet Randon, and we're heading up into Wyoming for a couple of days. We're gonna do a couple nights up there towards southern Wyoming. But anyway, I've been out here and it's about 2 o'clock. Not a very good night so far. I had one chance. You'll see the footage. I missed a really close shot. But this guy came in on this stand. It's probably about 2 o'clock. He came into about 300 yards. I lost him for a bit, and then all of a sudden I turned around and he was there at 120 yards, and I took a quick shot and got him. Didn't have a chance to turn on the camera, so I don't have footage of the actual shot, but huge male. He looks like he's probably about a 40-pounder. And anyway, good start to the night. Hopefully I'll have time to get a few more before it gets light. On the next stand, after just a few minutes of turning the call on, a coyote started coming in. He was charging in hard. As I watched him come in, I had to be very aware of the cars traveling in the background. If I was to take a shot, I had to time it perfectly when there was nothing in the background. And if it meant missing a shot or having to wait, that's what I was willing to do. Luckily, he stopped in the perfect position and I was able to get in a shot. The shot looked like a solid hit, but because the coyote had not immediately dropped and had run, I decided to fix my laser on the last position that I saw him and walk out and see if I could find a blood trail. After spending many minutes looking for a blood trail, I was able to find one and followed it, but after a while, I lost the trail and was never able to recover that coyote. The next night, after meeting up with Randon, on our first stand, we turned on the call, and within a few minutes, immediately I spotted something in the distance. Randon had noticed that there was 2 coyotes coming in. Typically in this situation, one of us is designated as the initial shooter, which right now it was Randon's turn. And whenever there's 2, we usually will do a countdown, and whoever's on the left takes the left animal, whoever's on the right takes the right. In this situation, we got a little confused. And we both shot at the left.
Crap, I lost where he is. Do you know where he is? Take the one on the back. All right, we had a pretty interesting stand on that one. Matt ended up spotting one. We're kind of on top of a little bit of a plateau that goes down into a nice valley. The crazy thing about it is we can only see about 200 yards and then it drops down. So you kind of lose visibility for anything that you see out a little bit further. We actually had, Matt spotted one a long ways away, right?
Probably like 600 or 700 yards down in a valley.
Yeah, and so Matt actually told me, he was like, "Hey, it's going to be coming over the top." Sure enough, it did, man. They were hard charging. I say they because the fun thing about it is when we actually finally got got turned around, there was actually two of them. And I made the mistake, unfortunately. We have kind of a rule. It's funny because we take turns taking the shot, but on this one, we have a rule: if there's two of them, the person on the right takes the one on the right and the one takes on the left. It was my turn, and I thought I would take the easy shot because they were pretty close to each other, but it was still definitely, this was on the left. So we both shot at this one, and the other one ran, and you'll see in the video that we missed the other shot. We each took a shot at the one running off, but should have had a double, but pretty dang cool. Matt,
Yeah,
this is your first red fox?
Yeah, I actually haven't ever shot a red fox. I hunt in the south a lot, and I get a lot of gray foxes, but not a red.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Oh, this is awesome. This is actually a pretty good sized male right here. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, really cool experience. Hopefully the video actually shows that as well.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good night. This is only our first stand.
Oh, keep it going.
Awesome.
So far, over the last night or so, I'd had a lot of luck using lone howls and challenge howls. And sure enough, after turning the call on, within just a few minutes, we had this coyote charging in hard. Since the last stand had been a countdown, it was still Randon's turn.
That was textbook. Yeah, that was literally textbook.
Get ready.
Oh!
All right. Okay. Hey, we are stand number 3. We had a fox on our first one. Second one, we had a coyote a long ways away. Couldn't wait long enough. We stayed on that stand for way longer than we should have. And this one was great. We actually had a coyote that came in. I think it caught our wind and actually took off, and we thought the stand was blown. And then this guy came in just hard charged when we started doing some howls. So great start to the night. Great coyote, man. They're all looking great. This is great.
Awesome.
Great trip. As I've often said in previous videos, one of the first things I do when I get out of the car is I look through my scope before doing anything. And sure enough, in this situation, there was a coyote standing about 80 yards off the side. I was able to quickly put in my clip and take a shot.
Oh, nice. He's still moving?
Yeah, he's moving, but he's dead.
You hit him.
Oh no, he's right here. So we just walked up on this coyote that I just shot. This stand's kind of crazy. We literally pulled up on this stand and I was getting the gun out. I turned it on, looked through the scope, and there was a coyote standing 80 yards off the side. I quickly put a shell in and literally we walked up and I smacked him. It's crazy.
Didn't need the call at all.
Yeah, we didn't even turn the call on. He just literally was standing there. Awesome.
Crazy.
So far, the night had been going great. Randon and I have been traveling cross country from stand to stand. Almost every stand we had called in coyotes, and so far we had been able to connect on almost every one. On this stand, we were watching a coyote in the distance. He didn't seem to be coming in, he was actually going away. And then as I panned to the right, I noticed a coyote sitting very close. It was Randon's turn to shoot.
Awesome.
You got it, yours on it.
Look at the other one. Yes, I'm on it. Okay. This one's a little bit different. Holy cow, the footage on this was way cool. We have a couple different coyotes coming in, but we're not going to show you a whole lot of this one because kind of a mess.
Got hit a little hard.
Yeah, I hit it a little hard. Kind of hit it a little further, more kind of in the gut shot, and then had to put another shot, and I hit it in the head. So there's no good angle on this one to really show. So got another one though.
Yep, been a good night so far.
Ah. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hey everybody, we just got this coyote. What is this, the fourth coyote for the night?
Fourth coyote, one fox.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good night so far. This one, it was pretty fast. I mean, we got to the stand and within just a few minutes he came charging in. Randon saw him first. I swung over and just got a quick shot, and I think we hit him pretty hard. So this has been a pretty good night so far. I'm excited to see if we can get a few more. 219. On the next stand, once again, it was Randon's turn to shoot. After turning on a prey call, we spotted a coyote coming in the distance. Whenever we're hunting together, we always take turns as to who gets to shoot first. Whoever's turn it is has complete control over when to take the perfect shot. Whoever's the backup can then take a shot after the first person shoots. Over the years, we've found that this gives us the highest success rate as far as getting a clean kill. This coyote was coming in perfectly. He was responding to the call well. Randon was waiting for him to come in to get as close a shot as possible. And then for some reason, something in his senses told him that something was wrong, and he turned to leave.
Great.
So far, this night had become one of our best nights for quite a while. On this next stand, it was my turn to shoot again, and almost immediately we saw a coyote coming in from the distance. He was working his way in pretty slow. I decided to watch him for a minute, and when he gets a little closer, take a shot. Unfortunately, at the point I decided to shoot, I had a bullet misfeed. I struggled for quite a few seconds trying to get the bullet back in the chamber. And luckily, right as the coyote was about to leave, Randon finally took a shot.
My gun is jammed. My gun is jammed. Just get ready to fire.
No, you got it. Is he running?
I'm sorry, dude. I was just trying to get my...
After following the coyote through our scopes, we fixed our lasers on the last point where we saw it and decided to walk out and see if we could find it. We spent quite a while following a blood trail for almost a half a mile, and then at one point we realized we weren't going to catch up to him. So far, it had been a great night. It was getting close to dawn, so we decided to call it a night. We still had one more night to hunt tomorrow. We needed to get back and try to get a little sleep. Join us for the third night of our 3-day hunt in part 2 video coming soon.